everyone, this is Justin, also known as Seronian. Today is March 12th, 2021. My last video was from in August 3rd. It wasn't a great quality, I was using a webcam. As you can see, I've moved stuff around, so things are happening. And this is about Edge Studios and the Star Wars license, the Star Wars RPG. It's March 12th. It's been 1 year. It has been 1 year since the news of Edge Studios getting the Star Wars license for the RPG. It's been 1 year since they've done their shtick. It's been what? March. So we're looking at 7 months, people. 7 months. I had to do a quick count, okay, just for a little bit dramatic pause, but yeah, it's been 7 months. And hard to believe it's been 7 months. It's been 7 months since that terrible interview that they gave on the in-flight report. It's been 7 months since they effectively spent a half hour saying, here's 2 products that aren't Star Wars that we're going to throw out, and we have a website that's going to come up. I just went to the website today as of 10 o'clock this morning. 10 o'clock this morning, I went in and I checked it. It's been the same. It's a single page blurb. They have their little introduction that they're so excited for RPGs. And then they'll have Star Wars and Legend of the Five Rings and a bunch of other stuff. And nothing new. Which, by itself, is depressing. It's sad. But the fact of the matter is that right now we have Atomic Mass Games, AMG, that they were announced back in December that they were taking over the miniature side of FFG. They're doing Legion, X-Wing, a bunch of others. Normally, and people defending of Edge will say this, and I can agree with it, that yes, FFG sort of left them in a lurch, that they didn't really have a whole lot, they didn't have a plan, they just, oh yeah, we don't know what we're doing. Which is bullcrap. There are ways to do that. They have the entire team. All you need to do is just talk to people, talk to Order 66 and the various groups out there that want to create something, that want to collaborate with you. They'll do it. They'll do it cheap. And Atomic Mass Games has went out and they have, really, literally within a month, they were announcing stuff. Within, I want to say, I think it was like 6 weeks. 6 weeks, they were announcing new stuff. Granted, yes, it was FFG product that they are trying to take credit for. Yeah, I'm not going to totally let them off the hook. I'm not going to give them 100% credit. But here's the thing. They're willing to go out and have tutorials about painting. They're painting the new miniatures or old miniatures. They're talking about old stuff. They're talking about new stuff. I'm hearing news. I'm hearing them being excited about new stuff that's coming out and what they're doing to make the game grow. I'm hearing it. I'm not hearing it from Edge. I keep hearing that, oh, we'll have news soon. Meanwhile, Atomic Mass Games in the 7 weeks, really, it's now March 12th, in the 3 months, roughly, since they took over the miniatures deal, yeah, it's FFG product. Cool, great, except FFG didn't really announce it until they announced it. And they've been doing a little bit leaking, according to various sources and all. The fact that we have this stuff being leaked by them, and they're being excited about it. They're being hey, we got stuff coming. We're being excited about it. Meanwhile, Edge is being all well, we're working on Descent, and we have a book for L5R. Great, cool. I play Star Wars. I don't play Descent. I don't play L5R. I don't play. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at Genesis a little bit, but in all honesty, I have a limited amount of money. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I work. I have limited amount of time during the week, during the month. Seriously, it's been a long time since I played an RPG, and I'm trying to, I'm balancing the deal of do I play, and this is not just me, but you have people that are debating of do I play Pathfinder first or second edition, do I play the various flavors of D&D, do I play Shadowrun, which has now like 6 or 7 editions now, which when I stopped playing, it was like they're on edition number 5, and it was like, okay, cool. And then they came out with the 6th edition, which I'm not a fan of. It's no one knew about it. I wasn't really told about it before until it literally popped up on the shelf at a local game store, and it's like, hey, what's this? Oh, it's 6th edition. I'm like, huh? So here's the problem I'm having. The problem I'm having is the fact that right now it's been a year since FFG had license to Star Wars, and a bunch of our RPGs were transferred over to Edge Studios. It's been going on 7 months since that disastrous interview, and they have yet to announce anything regarding Star Wars. The crew had a interview they were going over the Gadgets of Gear source book a couple months back, and nothing new since then. So, and they pointed out that for the interview that they can't talk about anything that's going on in the pipeline. The problem is that we have nothing in the pipeline yet. That's the problem. We don't know what's going on with the pipeline. We don't know what's going on with the creative side. And what they've talked about with the Atomic Mass Games, AMG, is that they have talked about how it takes a year for them to create a product. From brainstorming ideas to the final reveal, really. Until it gets sent out. It takes about a year to, I think it was like a year to 18 months. So 12 to 18 months. Okay. We're approaching a year. And I'll be honest, I am getting a sneaking suspicion that FFG just dropped the ball. They were like, oh, we'll do it with the RPGs later. It's a redhead stepchild. And Edge Studio basically took over the redheaded stepchild, and they're like, oh, well, we'll do something with this stuff that we can easily make. And then totally screw over everyone else. They're not excited for it. They haven't done anything with the website. I'm sorry, but when you tell me you have a new product coming out, you need to, and you have a website, and it's not showing your new product, it's not showing you anything beyond it's a placeholder. You're leaving me with the feeling of you're just there to make money, and then expect players to just open up their wallets, and you can take the credit cards and whatever cash they have, drain their bank accounts, and leave. That's not a good feeling. That is a feeling of what Disney wants. That they just want to be able to insult people and tell people that they're wrong thinkers and they're isms and phobes, politics in essence, and then demand that people pay them for their streaming service, for their politics, for being insulted. And people aren't buying anymore. Shareholder meeting. They had 2 people openly question Bob Chapek what is going on with Kathleen Kennedy and what is being done about this whole perceived and legitimately perceived racism and discrimination based on political opinion. So that's my take on it. It's a little long, 10-minute video, but honestly, here's the thing, man. It's been a year, and there's been no news. The only news was we can't talk about it. Well, here's the problem. I'm not part of your company. I'm not part of Disney. I'm a consumer. And I'm asking questions of when are you going to come out with a product? Because if you're going to tell me that you're not going to be coming out with any new product when Atomic Mass Games is coming out with a product, yes, it's FFG, but they're excited to have the license. And the fact that you're not doing that, you're not excited, you're treating it as though it's a weight around your neck that's going to drag you down. And if that's the case, get rid of it. It's not bringing you joy. It's not bringing you hope. You're not excited about having it. Okay? That's the problem with having it. The problem with having it is the fact that at the end of the day, you have the license, you have the creative talent, you have the fans. Tap the fans. Have a pull up. Say, hey, what do you want? You have Facebook groups dedicated to the FFG Star Wars license that want to take it and put it as the Edge Star Wars license. Ask them. Seriously. You want Adventure Pass? We want settings books where we can, we have the Corellian space, we have Hutt space, two big areas that is Edge of the Empire, which is great. We have the Strongholds of Resistance for the Age of Rebellion, which is a little more diverse, but goes into hey, here's a specific area. And then you have, the Force and Destiny one, which I totally forgot about. I don't know what it's called, but you literally have these books that people are interested in buying. There's people that want to buy new career books. And granted, yeah, you don't have any more career books right now in the pipeline because all the careers are done. But you can still do here's a alternative specialization. Here's some background ones where they don't necessarily fit. There's also, I would dare say, maybe potentially, you have what's the best way I can put it? Not career focus, but role focus. Role focus. Okay, what I mean by that is that you have the pilot, the gunner, the melee person, the medic, the mechanic. Where you play a mechanic, but there's other areas beyond that. You play a pilot. There's other areas behind that. Expansion of the companion list. Expansion of the crafting rules, like it was mentioned before, the base construct rules. What you have right now is good as a general, okay, here's a taste of it. But for me personally, there's more. What do I want more of? I play medical characters. I play mechanic characters. I like to craft, when I play a game, I like to craft droids. I like to be able to run a business, okay? And be able to do more with that. Because at the end of the day, you need product Edge, and I'm willing to spend money on it. I've made the comment to people where we can legitimately say that we will gladly spend $150 right on the spot for product. But we're going to demand good product. Because we're not going to give it to you. We're going to want a product. We're going to want something out of it. And that's probably the average, by my guess. It's not scientifically backed up, okay? So first and foremost. But you also have to realize, too, that there are people out there who are willing to spend $300. One person's not going to spend any, they're going to spend $300. Better yet, here's three people who aren't going to spend money. That's $450. Here's this one person. They're willing to spend $600. And again, Disney, they have to look at the person that's willing to spend. If they're willing to spend $1,000 just to go to Star Wars Land, maybe that's what you need to look at too. We want product. We're not going to buy Descent. We're not going to buy L5R because why? We don't play that. We don't play those games. We're not interested in those. We are interested in Star Wars. So, but that's my take. It's a little long video, 15 minutes. But yeah, It's been a year, no news, and Edge Studios, you are being whipped by Atomic Mass Games in the 7 months, in the 12 months that you've had a license and you've done nothing with. Atomic Mass Games has kicked your butt in 12 weeks. 3 months, they have kicked your butt. And yes, you can say that, well, it's because of FFG. Well, guess what? FFG might have screwed you over. FFG might have screwed you over. I get it. But just because they screwed you over does not give you an excuse not to be able to have a webpage that is A, more than just a placeholder, B, to have a 30-minute interview in which you can say nothing about the Star Wars license, and C, not have people that get the developers on there. Go through and do a review of all the previous books. That way you can say, hey, what was good about this book? What was bad about this book? What was ugly about this book? What was cut from the book that you want to add at the last minute, but you had to cut because of page, resources, editing, whatever. Do something. We're literally poking you with a stick and saying, hey, are you going to do anything? Because seriously, eventually people are going to just try and they're going to be like, congratulations, we have reprints. Yay! Except if no one's excited about it, no one knows about the reprints, are you really growing your fan base? And if you're not growing your fan base, why bother having the license? Anyway, this is Justin, also known as Ronian. My apologies for the downer video, but let's face it, it's been a year. There has been no news, and it's daunting, to say the least. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.